What's up, everyone? Good evening. How are you doing, guys, today? I had to take my most ridiculous jersey for today because this time trial is simply ridiculous. Once again, it's so cold here. So cold here. Hey, Joe. Ideally, I would want to get some time back to the leader. But I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm tired. The last two stages were tough, and I almost fell asleep today at the office. So, hi, Camilla. So hopefully the warm-up will get my motor running, but I'm tired. It's a very long time trial as well. It's like 45 minutes or something. It's like climbing Alp. It's actually somewhat different route than I thought it would be. I thought it would be the same that that we raced in Zwift Unlocked, and it's not. I think that was Greater London Loop or something, and this is Greatest London Flat. So we are going from the Pens to the Buckingham Palace from the backside. And then across the river and back. It's not a very difficult route, but since it's time trial, there is not going to be any time for rest. I don't know what my current standing in GC is, because yesterday's Zwift Racing app somewhat bugged. So for my time slot, there weren't any results. I'm not sure how the organizers are going to solve it. But so far, I have no clue what my standing is. But obviously, the front guy got another like 5 or 6 minutes to us. Very, very strong guy. I think actually that guy might not be a problem anymore, because if he continues doing this kind of efforts in the following stages, he's going to probably get promoted to A during the race, actually. But he's also 57 kilograms, which means that he will probably lose some time today. Thank you very much. So I'm not even running a fan from the front right now because it's super cold here, which is good because I need it to be cold here to be able to perform. I'm not in A because I don't have the ELO rating for A. This race is categorized based on ELO, and I have 1848, and A category starts at 1925, I believe. And you cannot choose what category are you racing in. They simply assign it to you, and you have to obey that. And I'm also fairly glad that I'm not in A, because I've rewatched Steven's stream yesterday, and the guys in his category are like insane. And I'm not thinking my category is walk in the park whatsoever, but his is completely bonkers. This is a very tough racing series, actually. So I'm going to warm up. Hopefully, I will be able to get a little warmer, but not too warm. Let's see. Is there still any route in New York City that I didn't do? Oh, this one? No. I don't want to do the short one here. Or you know what? Let's do it. I wouldn't do it at any other time anyway. Yeah, my legs definitely are somewhat sore, somewhat tired, but I'm more like tired in general. Like I'm really like sleepy today. That's because of the effort yesterday. I really look forward to the break, to the off day tomorrow. But I'm going for a flu shot, so that might knock me down as well a little bit. Hopefully I won't need to take Wednesday easy. So hopefully I won't have any big side effects. But Wednesday is 6 laps on Glasgow Crit, 10 laps on Glasgow Crit, which is going to be very draftable, I think. It's one of the easier stages, in theory. We will see how it goes in practice, but Wednesday should be somewhat easier. And then from Thursday through to Sunday is going to be bonkers again. And especially on Sunday, the stage is brutal. On Saturday, I believe we've got 2 laps of McLean. On Thursday, it is the hilly course in Yorkshire. And on Friday, it's another time trial. Oh, no. I don't have my bikes for leveling. Come on. I cannot brake. Cannot brake. Slow down. You know what? It doesn't matter. Those few kilometers won't make a difference in the end. Doesn't matter. At least I will need to swap it again. By the way, I was watching Steven's replay of his stream, and what he did was heroic, because he was dropped on the first climb, but then he rode about half of the route by himself and he was pushing so hard on each climb. It would be so easy to mentally give up at his situation, and he kept fighting. It was impressive. Hello, Terence, how are you? Hey, Steven! Rested and ready? How do you like Xrd so far, Terence? Have you set up a training plan already? Okay, I'm definitely getting warmer already. Nice. Good evening. I already ate my dinner, so hopefully I won't return it on the stream. I will try to go for as even power as possible. That was crazy, right? But it made up for a pretty funny moment on the video. What do you mean workout and ride? I think it is pretty common to have the workout part, the high intensity, and then like hour in zone 2. I think if you ride easy, you can ride after a workout. I wouldn't do a race after it. I think so too. Thank you very much. I think I'll actually take the music today. I'll see. I've downloaded the playlist on YouTube Music. Good evening, Eldritch. How are you? So not gonna lie, That felt harder than it normally does. Which is sort of expected, I guess. But still. I think something around 290 to 295 and see how it goes. I think that is a pace that I should be fairly capable of in under normal conditions. If I'm capable of it today, I don't know. Because I'm really tired. But oftentimes when you feel you are tired, the race starts and you are back in the game. Exactly. Computer said I'm ready, so I'm not arguing with that. And today all the pens start together because there is no drafting anyway. Hey Lucas, thank you very much. Yeah, today is the time trial. I'm wearing gloves because my hands tend to sweat like crazy and they slip on my handlebars and it's all very uncomfortable, so the gloves soak the sweat. And they are also good in that when I am really deep in the effort and I don't want to reach for the towel, you can just wipe off the sweat with them as well. Which is admittedly disgusting, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Up the Zwift tomorrow, good luck! I'm basically doing up the Zwift today as well. It's going to be very similar effort. Yeah, my hands get totally sweaty. And it's not just, you know, that it is uncomfortable, but then there is this sort of friction and you almost like bruise your hands. My handlebar tape isn't like crazy big quality because for indoor riding I didn't spend crazy amount. And the gloves are very thin actually, they are like very elastic material. So they do not add any heat or something. Yeah, I'm actually going to go for my headphones. Because I don't want to do this on hard mode. Woo! Okay. I still need to have the music like not very loud, because otherwise, if I was talking with loud music, I would be super stumbling. So I usually tend to listen to like trailer music that has no lyrics and something around 97% of my FTP, something like that. 98% of my FTP. It's about 43, 45 minutes. I don't have the disc wheels. I don't want to buy them because I would barely use them, so I'm using NVs. They're not that far behind, actually. I actually have the disc wheel, but the old one. And the NVs are better than the old one. And I don't have the new one. I need to save monies for the Tron upgrades. The good news with time trials is you don't need to go crazy right out of the gate. You still need to go a little bit harder than is your pace to accelerate quicker. Looks like everyone's on their disc wheels though. Might be a mistake from my side. But oh well. I'm Scrooge McDucking in my drops currently. Yeah, it is must start because there is no draft, so the categories don't matter. This Tour Zwift jersey is super comfortable. Too bad it looks completely ridiculous. But it's great. So I will start a little below my FTP and see how it goes. Maybe I will be forced to decrease the power. I don't know. Good luck, Steven. Enjoy. See you at the end. I haven't so far. I would need to get to 1950 to get promoted to A. Or if you mean in term, on Zwift, then yes, I have. But not in this event. In this event, I would need to get to 1950 ELO to get promoted to A. And I don't see that happening, actually. I think the top guy in our category is going to get promoted, actually, because he got like 40 points in stage 1. And yesterday he did even better. Yeah, this is a must start. Because it's a time trial, there is no draft. So, doesn't matter. You are not getting pulled by better riders here. Yiki. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I don't know what to expect. I've never done time trial so long. I mean, I've done all the Zwift, which is kind of time trial, so maybe. Huh? That guy has the same gloves as I do. In game. There's not that many riders though. But I guess majority did the 18 time slot. I do have a rough pace I want to do. Somewhere around 290, 295. But it will depend on how I feel. I think 295 is something I should be perfectly capable of under normal conditions. But I'm not sure if I'm capable of that when fatigued. And yesterday it was a doozy of a race, so... I think I will feel yesterday's race a lot today. I actually feel it right now in my legs. Even during the warm-up, I was struggling during the higher intervals more than I should have. Yeah, I'm not going to talk during this one, I don't think. Thank you, Mark. Let's crank the fan. Thanks, guys. I already recognize some of the names in the chat, actually, from the two races. Which is cool. My legs are on fire. My breathing's fine, but Did I actually win my category? I think so, right? Let me check. Cup, DRA, cup, DRA. Yes. No, Joe. All 11 in front of me are ace. Actually, quite a bit of them behind me as well. But after like 15 minutes in, I didn't think it was possible to average 295. I don't know where it came from in the second half, actually. I know I said that was my goal, right? So I'm really happy I managed to fulfill that goal. Because actually 295 is what my power duration curve thought was my potential for 45 minutes. And it was longer than 45 minutes, so I actually went above that prediction. But I didn't think it was possible. Actually, after like 15 minutes under that, when you ride under that tunnel, I started losing power and it felt difficult at 270, 260 high. And I thought, okay, that's done. But then actually the uphills behind the tube helped me, because it is somewhat mentally easier to push hard into uphills. And when we returned to downtown, I was just hypnotizing the guy behind me, because that was the guy that I beat yesterday by about half bike's length, and I had like 2, 3, 4 seconds for a long time, and then he started losing, and that motivated me actually to push harder and try to win my category. Steve is 31st? Oh my god, he's crazy. He actually told me he was gonna take this easy and he would go for sprint, but I guess the race environment pushed him as well. Thank you guys for cheering. By the way, hi Darren. Sorry I didn't respond. I noticed your messages, but I was in hell. Ugh. I'm so sticky. I did, Lucas? Oh, that's nice. Is there any chance you know what was the time of that guy that beat us yesterday? I don't know what was his name, but I think that should be very easy to find out. I'll take a look later, but... Yeah, I might look like I'm phased out during the race, but I'm actually reading everything, and it helps. It helps a lot. All the cheering and stuff. So thank you. Enjoy, Darren. I actually pushed at the end to bring you closer to your dinner. Hey, Steven. Yep. I heard you got caught into the atmosphere as well, right? Thank you very much. I think those time trials are my only chance to do good in the GC, because that guy is unbeatable on the climbs, unless he gets promoted to A. I think that is a real possibility, but... Honestly, Jamie, not so much, I would say, because... I can actually take it off. Let me actually turn it off. Actually, after about 20 minutes in, or 15 minutes in, I was in so much despair that I don't even know what music was playing, to be perfectly honest. When I started slipping to 270 watts, it was like... I was like, I'm done. He got promoted to A. Okay. Okay, I thought that would be the case because he won yesterday by like 6 minutes. And he got promoted by the Zwift Racing app or by the organizers. If someone gets promoted, he keeps his time, but he gets like a minute penalty to be on par with the, you know, for it to be like comparable. So he keeps his GC time, but about a minute gets added to his time. Something like that. At least I think that's the case. I was reading the rules and there was something like that in the rules. Something is clacking in my bottom bracket. I don't know what it is. So I think I will go to about 850 calories burned to spin out the legs. Oh my god, something is really clicking in my bottom bracket. I hope it won't fail somehow or something. I'll probably need to check everything is tight. I have a sweat catcher, but when I have the sweat catcher, it blocks my fan and I overheat. So I don't have it. But this bike, I don't use it outside. So it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'm looking forward to day off. I was actually planning to do an easy recovery ride in the morning, because in the afternoon I go for a flu shot, so I won't be able to ride in the evening. But I think I will actually do no riding tomorrow and actually enjoy the free day, because those were like 3 really hard days back to back, and we will have 5 more. This makes me nervous, dude. Something is clicking like crazy in my bottom bracket, and I don't know what it is. Oh well. If something fails, I can still use my wife's Zwift ride, I guess, but... Hey, Fyodor. Yeah, something is definitely clicking hard. Sweat can really mess up my bike, yeah. I actually wouldn't dare to ride this bike outside anymore, because like my handlebars are all corroded and let's catch up to Steven. Yeah, I'll check if it's tight and hopefully it's going to be all good. Yeah, it's your fault, Steven. I will never let you forget this one. And the fun thing to think about is this was the easier part. The part 2 is going to be harder, actually. It's a great fun. I have great time actually doing this tour. I don't remember when I enjoyed racing this much. Sisu Tour was also really fun. Also a lot of fun. So Sisu Tour and this. And I've actually noticed FRR is going to make another such tour after New Year's. Did you see that? Shall we do it? No more climbing routes? Did you check it? Dude, on Thursday there's a climbing route. On Saturday there is Macaulin times 2. And on Sunday it is the climbiest route of the whole tour. I don't know what you researched, but FRR is doing Flamme Rouge Racing, this one. There is another one after New Year's. So I think next time I will have my headphones on full blast so I don't have to listen to this clacking bottom bracket. I guess so. I mean, Macaulin times 2 is not going to be easy either. Like Sgur Summit times 4. So that guy from yesterday is out of GC. That's perfect. So I will need to take a look at what my position is. And I will continue doing what I'm trying to do, be as consistent as possible. And then we will see before the last stage where we are. I hope I don't get promoted actually though. That would be a bummer. Next stage is flat, yeah. Next stage is Glasgow crates times 10. Which is perfect. I will need to, very likely I will need to stay in the draft and just chill, if it's possible. Yes, if someone is promoted, they keep their time, but they get some sort of penalty, I believe. Time penalty. There was something like that in the rules. I'm not sure what it is, what it is exactly. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. The ace will be lapping the ease, like... That's going to be actually a lot of fun. That's going to be hilarious. I actually didn't think about that, but Now that you mention it, that's going to be fun. And it's actually great if you get dropped, you will just rejoin the next lap, right? Right. 850 calories. I'm going to have a hot shower now. I'm not sure, Steven, actually. But it's going to be in the manual, I'm sure. But if there is going to be 10 sprint segments, you are going to hurt as... If you pulled an attack yesterday, you would probably drop me, to be honest. I was like hanging on to my dear life. Except for the last climb. On the last climb, I took the initiative at the end a little bit. But until then, I was simply leeching off others. Alright, guys. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed... Hope you enjoyed my misery. I think this was a solid effort. I think I moved ahead in the GC, which is great. I won my category. Tomorrow's off, but we will be back on Wednesday for 10 laps on Glasgow Crit. Hopefully I won't be like destroyed from the vaccination. I think it's going to be fine, but you know, there can be side effects. So if that's the case, I would need to take it easy. But then again, I don't think Wednesday is a day when there are going to be big GC gaps. So even if I do take it easy, I don't think it really matters. And I'll see you on Wednesday. I will schedule the stream. It's going to be probably the same time as today. And see you next time. Ciao.